What's up, spectators? I'd like to spend a brief moment to talk about GameWisp, what it is, what I'll be doing with GameWisp, how it's gonna affect the channel in the future. So GameWisp is a platform that lets you view videos, but it also lets us as the content creators to upload videos and help streamline the process of adding tags and descriptions. We upload the videos to GameWisp, and in turn GameWisp then uploads the videos to YouTube. The reason I'm making this transition using GameWisp, to see how it works out for one thing, is they offer a service. A lot like the Twitch model, which has a $4.99 monthly subscription rate. GameWisp also has a similar system in place. If you become what they call an insider, which is essentially the same thing as a subscriber, they currently let you have these nice little benefits like viewing videos ahead of time. So you can have this sort of early access video. Now for a brief minute, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about why it is I'm doing this. So I've been doing this for a couple years now, since probably July 2013, and I have a full-time job. I've had a full-time job since I graduated in 2013 from university, and that's how I've been, paying for this whole channel. It's how I've been staying in my apartment here in Boston. It's how I've been making videos, buying games, getting microphones, the whole shebang. So I am completely financially set for now, for the channel, for my food, for all the basic necessities a person needs to survive. I'm set. But the issue is, there is a certain set number of hours I can spend on the channel. Or, okay, let's say in a 24-hour day, there's a set of hours it takes to commute to work. Then there's also the 8 hours I have to work in the day, and then that leaves whatever amount of time I have left for YouTube. So all the videos I've had on my channel that you see now, all the 3 or 4 a day, the different games, that's sort of the limit I have. I am working at pretty much 100% capacity. So if I wanted to, let's say, play more games, that would have to take away from something else. Maybe I'll edit videos less. Maybe the quality of the videos would suffer, and I don't want to do that. So I can't really play more games. Then I guess you could say I could spend more time editing more videos. Of course, that means playing fewer games, but I don't want to really make that sacrifice either. Because I'm in this, I think I've reached this interesting balance that I'm at right now that fits for how much time I have allotted for Let's Playing. So, what I want to do, what I've been wanting to do for a long time, and eventually in the future, was to drop that 8-hour work. To drop my full-time job and make this my full-time job. Because then, I'd have so much more time, I can't even imagine the type of editing I'd be able to do, the research, I could do news, I could do more games, I could bring back K-Sense. There's so many things, so many possibilities that open up once if I just have the time. Right now, what is it, March 2015? I've been wanting to move to Texas for quite some time now. Because in Texas, not only is the cost of living cheaper, but my best friends, some of my bestest friends foreverest live there. So I really wanted to move there, and I felt like this was a great opportunity to sort of see just how far I can take it in this third year, because I think I'm going into my third year now of Let's Playing, to become financially independent. And just having just enough money to pay rent and for food. Which would be a lot better it's impossible to do in a city like Boston. You can't afford it. It's much too expensive. The cost of living is way too high. But currently, I'm pretty fairly certain that YouTube eats about 45% of ad revenue a channel would make. Then you throw on the amount of money you don't get due to ad block. So YouTubers really don't make a lot of money. If you believe they did, they really don't. Maybe the top 100 channels, they can survive off of the several million views a month they get. But it's impossible for smaller channels like me to do this for a full-time living. So what my original plan was to get a job here, work. Get a job there when I eventually do move, and then slowly, keep the system I have now in place, where I take the money I have from my job, feed it into my channel, hopefully the channel just keeps growing, and then I can finally go part-time or just quit entirely and just focus on YouTube. But just the thought that if I can somehow make just enough to get by a year and a half from now, when I do make the move, that is what I'm shooting for. So I decided, what can I do to sort of maybe help increase the odds of me doing this full time? So I thought of GameWisp. I view GameWisp as a tip jar because you shouldn't feel obligated to do it, and I'm not holding anything hostage. The channel is going to operate just like it always has been. This is just, if you in some way wanted to contribute to the channel, this would be the avenue to do it. One of the reasons I stopped trying to push for a Patreon page was because the reward system was just so complicated, and I didn't want people to feel like they're losing out on a chance. Like, I didn't want you guys to feel that someone who might be donating a higher amount of money was in any way a better fan, because I don't want to create that. That's why I like this flat rate system, so I can set one low price, and then you can subscribe or not, and everyone gets the same rewards. So the current system is, if there is a $4.99 subscription fee, GameWisp is going to take a flat rate of $2.50. That means I would receive the other $2.50 or $2.49. What rewards would you get if you became a GameWisp insider? There's one big thing, and that is early access videos. In case most of you didn't know, I upload most of my videos over the weekends. It's when I have the most amount of time, really almost the only amount of time. So I record a huge bulk of videos in every game, upload them over the weekend, and schedule them out throughout the week. So that means I would be able to, if I upload through GameWisp, I can tell GameWisp to schedule these videos a day before. I could do earlier as well, but right now I have it set for a day before scheduled YouTube release. So let's say a video is supposed to come out Tuesday, you can watch that on Monday. If you want to watch something that comes out on Friday on my channel, you can watch it on Thursday. So right now, this is the one big thing you'd receive, which I know isn't too much. It's only, you're watching a video in advance. They do offer a system for you to communicate on the webpage, sort of like a discussion page or a bulletin board, and that could be useful for speaking with you guys. But I could also develop maybe a Skype group or a Steam group. I don't know. This is still really new, and I'm still trying to plan this out. It's really... I'm sort of wandering out of my comfort zone. So let's say I release this video on Sunday, the day I'm recording it, March 22nd. Then you should be able to view tomorrow, Monday's Ace Attorney videos, both Ace Attorney videos, the Layton one and Investigations. Now, if you didn't want to become an insider, that's fine. I totally understand, and you shouldn't feel worse for not being able to. This is just a tip jar. That's all this is. It's just a helpful donation for, just a contribution for enjoying the content, and you felt like you wanted to somehow contribute in some way. That's all this is. Because as I've said, financially right now, I redirect pretty much all my money, all my excess money that I get from my job into my YouTube channel. And I can afford it, It's just, if I wanted to make the transition to full-time, that is currently just absolutely impossible. Because my channel just doesn't make money. Technically it makes money, but it doesn't really make money. Now, I do hope that there's going to be some sort of other rewards I can offer you, because I feel like if you took the time to do it, I would want to offer you something else, something besides just being able to view a video in advance. But for now, this is how the system is. I've tried out GameWisp, everything seems to be good. The uploads seem to be working, the tags seem to be working, scheduled videos are uploading, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. And we'll see how this goes for first couple weeks. I'll keep putting all my videos through there, and I can reassess how this is working out in a month, in 2 months. One of the other benefits of doing something like a Patreon or a GameWisp is the fact that it's a bit more stable, because YouTube ad money is based on views, and views is incredibly volatile. It's really up one month and then completely down the next. It's incredibly unpredictable. But this would provide a somewhat more stable source. And, if I were completely self-sufficient, either it be GameWisp or Patreon, whatever it is, then I could probably turn off ads and just cut out the YouTube part altogether. But that's way down the line. That's just years ahead. So for now, let's just think now in the short term. The fact is, I want to try moving a year and a half from now. And if I have the opportunity to do this full time, I will take it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this exists. This feature exists on GameWisp, and you can try it if you'd like. If this isn't an option for you, that's totally fine. Just leave a comment. That itself is fantastic for me, because that always brightens my day. When I get the little notification, that feeds me throughout the day. Just boop, 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 red notifications. Oh man, it's the freaking best. I mean, just getting the chance to talk with you guys about a video is just, Thank you guys for spending however long, I don't know how long this video is gonna end up turning out to be, but thank you for watching, thank you for spending the time to watch this. And I'll see you all in some other video, you know,